Okay, let's do a recap of episode 3 of 4 Minutes. So, in this episode, we saw that there are more killings happening, and the cop kind of confirmed the revenge theory. One thing that I thought about when I saw the scene was, is somebody else involved in these deaths besides Tom Clark? Because two bodies, is he only one doing this, or he has somebody else helping him? Great is seeing more glimpses of reality now, what actually happened in the past, instead of the alternative version where he changed things after seeing the future. So he saw the cop, and in the cop, he saw time apologizing. I wonder why he was apologizing. In the scene where Great sees the future after time asks him for dinner, that scene really made me think that the moments in which Great is seeing the future are moments he regrets and wishes he could change. Not just dramatic or tragic moments like hitting the lady or, seeing a title killing Dom, but moments of choice too. Like, what if he had said no to dinner at the time? Maybe whatever bad happened in the past wouldn't have happened. If he had just said no to him and hadn't developed the relationship between them. But even having the opportunity to change the future, he still chose to go. So, just like in the hospital, he still bumped into time even after seeing him. So, maybe the message they're trying to pass is some things cannot be changed. Maybe like destiny. Some things will happen. No matter if you see the future, you happen anyway. Even if you see the future, you think that, if I saw the future, I could change it. But even seeing, you won't change it. So some things will happen no matter what. Maybe that is the message behind those times where he has the chance to change and he doesn't. Then, after that, we just had a cuteness fest. Like, it was so adorable. Like, the whole date sequence was just so adorable. Like, it really made me like hope this ends happily for them. After the date, when they are in the car and Time talks about his parents, that moment made me wonder if their deaths have anything to do with the company, and maybe they are the reason that Time is doing what he's doing. Maybe his motivation is also revenge. So looking forward to see that if there is a story there involving his parents and the company and the reason they passed away. We found out that the chief of police is corrupt and someone with power is involved in Tom Clark's brother's death, because that's the only way he could buy the chief of police. And Title does think he's also powerful because of his family. So like people think if the brother of Tom Clark really is dumb, it makes sense that his family would be capable of having power to buy the chief and like take the investigation over, so you wouldn't reveal who they are, the real killer. Yes, I know we saw Dom alive, but we'll talk about that in a second. And last but not least, Time not only attacked Korn, but also revealed himself to Great. I mean, I'm sure he recognized him anyway, but still, like, what is the plan? Like, sorry I cut your brother, And like, next EP, we know what's gonna happen, right? Like, I think we all know what's going to happen. is an XP. So how do you follow that? Like, how from I just literally drew blood from your brother's neck, but hey, let's go to bed with me. Like, and he went, and Great went. Like, we know he's going to. So how do we follow that? How you go from that moment, like when he hurt his brother, to going to bed with him? Like, I'm really intrigued about that. I really want to know how Time's gonna get Great in bed after just cutting his brother's neck. And he's plotting against his family. So I'm very intrigued how the scene's gonna go after this. Like, next episode, besides the bad scene, that's really what I want to know, how we get there. Anyway, okay, so let me talk about something a little more confusing. Okay, it is the theory about what we are actually seeing. Like, when you see the show, what are we seeing? So if I follow exactly what the female patients say to Dr. Dan, what I'm seeing is Great reliving past events in his mind. The thing is, if that is true, in my opinion, that would mean that even though he can see the future and seems to be able to change the outcome, in reality, he can't. Because in reality, his body is laying in a hospital bed. So that led me to thinking that maybe in scenes with Great, we are seeing to his mind, what he lived and things he wishes he could change. But when we see other characters without Great, we are seeing reality, what really happened, like scenes with just Stoneclad and Wynne. For me, that would mean that even though we saw Great saving Dom, in reality, he didn't. Tyro did kill him. And like many people online have speculated, he is Stoneclad's younger brother. The fact that Wynne went to their college campus, talked to their friend, and was threatened by someone from there seems to corroborate with that. The problem with that theory was that I noticed that Time was following Great's script even in scenes without Great. In the hospital, when Great has a vision, and instead of delivering the flowers personally to the lady in room 4, he left them at the reception. That would be a change that he made in his mind, and so not real. But Time saw the flowers at the reception, and hears from the nurse the version where Great just walks away. And now, in this EP, he sees Dom alive, who supposedly, in reality, is dead. Plus, he talks to Dan about Great's case, something that shouldn't be possible because Great is not awake, and their scenes and talks about Great's abilities should be happening in Great's mind. The time from the past, from when they met in reality, shouldn't know these things. So, either I am completely off in understanding everything wrong, or Time, who was shot in the first episode, is also between life and death, sharing the same made-up time and space from the past with Time without knowing that. In the teaser, we do see them in what seems like a shared dream or a realm that is not real. And that's why I am more confused now. Because I am afraid that I may be reading too much into everything and making up story more complicated than it actually is. And that's it for me. Next episode is going to be a very exciting episode, a very waited for episode. I hope I can survive it. I really do. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I think that I should be apologizing for your ears in advance because I like to pretend that I will be calm and collected through the scene, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. Some things tell him that it's not gonna be the case, so I'm sorry for your ears in advance, but it is what it is. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.